Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Tanner. Welcome to Crypto Bible. Happy weekend to you all. Obviously, yesterday was a great day for crypto, and we're just looking for a few things at the moment. Literally, a few things for me to just feel a little bit more comfortable. To say that that dip that we had a few weeks ago was the dip, and the bottom is in. And I just wanted to dive into a few things because I've actually seen something on some charts that I wanted to show to you guys. That's actually giving me more optimistic signs. So yesterday we did a live stream. For those of you watching, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. But yesterday we done a live stream and we were looking at Bitcoin and the total altcoin market cap to find out whether or not they're going to give us any clues to if that bottom was in. Now, ultimately, we will only know if the bottom is in if we take out that B leg, the ABC correction that I was talking about. And, it's something that I keep banging on about, but it's just extremely important that we look at this before we actually move on. People can do a whole load of technical analysis and everything else short term, but the fact of the matter is, realistically, all we really need right now to confirm that was a bottom, the next thing we need to confirm is Bitcoin or the total altcoin market cap taking out that B leg, because that would confirm that C was the bottom. And the second we take out the B leg, that would confirm it. Let's dive straight into it. So obviously with Bitcoin, this is what we're looking at. And again, for the guys that do not know by now, we did have an ABC correction, your A, your B, and your C correction right there. Okay, and we came back down into an area that we were expecting. I won't get into all that because I'm sure everyone knows it by now. However, the fact of the matter is the most important thing right now is that we take out that B leg. And that B leg is right there at 48,800, right? Or just above it. It's kind of different on some other charts, but in regards to this chart right here, which is the Bitstamp chart, which is the one I like to use, it's exactly 48,846. Okay, and as you can see, we are just below it. Now, the only way this can be confirmed as the bottom is if we take out that B leg. Okay, and until that gets taken out, there can still be another dip in here. So no matter what happens, although we do have good support levels now, you can come back down to this area, and of course this area right here. And of course, 40.5K was a huge area of support. So I'm not saying we're going to make another low. I'm just saying until that C leg gets taken out, once again, something that I've shown many times, we'll just be stuck in this area right here. However, we were seeing some very optimistic signs. Yesterday, we got a lot of buy volume coming in right there, which is ideal. It's exactly what you want to see. And the good thing is that Bitcoin now is just kind of chilling underneath this area. Whether or not people want to, kind of just put a straight line right there, or they actually want to get like an area to kind of get that resistance level. As you can see, it's right there. Okay, it is literally right there, and it would find some resistance at that B leg until we end up breaking through it. However, if we zoom in, the great thing that we're seeing right now is that, we're still seeing good volume come in. Even a few hours ago, we still got some big volume coming in. Things aren't really drying up massively. And the good thing is it wasn't just no random one-off pump. We're still here. We're still here. We're toying with that level. And at the end of the day, the B leg is literally just right there. So we're very close to it. We're literally $1,000 away from it. So I'm looking out for it. And it's just a matter of waiting and seeing whether or not we can get through it. If we place a Fibonacci retracement over this level right here, you guys can actually see that B leg does come right there at that 0.702 retracement, ironically. So, the 702 was always going to be a difficult level to get through anyway, arguably the most important retracement level. And as you can see, that B leg also resides right there. So ideally, we just need to kind of get above it as quick as possible, and a clear break as well. The 0.702 is right there at 48,930. So, same area, you're just going to be looking at getting above here. And ideally, you want to see one nice big clean pump above it, and then we'll be all good to go. The great thing is that with this, whenever you do have an ABC correction, it doesn't actually matter how much higher you get above that B leg, as long as you get above it. So what I mean is you can literally poke your head above it like that, and then you can come back and do whatever you want in here, right? Usually what would happen if you get above a B leg, it would just go, because that is the 0.702 as well. So it will just keep grinding up. Or in other cases, you've seen it where we've broken it, and then you just see a whole load of consolidation, before we end up breaking out and then going higher. So it's difficult to judge what it's going to do right now. The only thing I'm looking for is for us to get through that B leg for Bitcoin. So that's Bitcoin. The good thing is, if we're going to be looking at some signs, the total altcoin market cap is looking really good. There's a clear pattern I can see right here. a very bullish one, a huge cup and handle happening right here. And that is exactly what you want to be seeing whenever you have a cup and handle. Let me just draw that better, because what we actually did was we broke out of that cup and handle. It's a terrible circle right there, right? So we did break out of the cup and handle, and what usually happens after the handle is finished is a big pump up, okay? And the same does go for the total altcoin market cap, because at the same time, this was also in an ABC correction, and we are just waiting for this to break the B leg as well. So as you can see with here, you got your A, your B, your C coming down here. Your B leg resides right there. I believe it's at 1.3 trillion. Yeah, 1.3 trillion. So that is a level that you want to get through. We're still a little bit underneath it, but at the same time, what you've got here is a few bullish patterns happening. Number one, you've got this breaking out of a trend, breaking out of a falling wedge, and number two, you've got a massive cup and handle forming here as well. So loads of bullish signs happening here, and on top of all of that, should just get to the 8-hour chart. If I take everything off, we are actually back above, I believe, the 0.702. Just get this over here. Yeah, as you guys can see, we've broken that 0.702 as well. So many bullish things to see right here on the total altcoin market cap. You've got a breakout of the falling wedge. You've got a huge cup and handle formation, and we've broken the 0.702 retracement. So everything is looking perfect. It's just a matter of, waiting and seeing. Hopefully, we're going to get a lot of volume coming soon to just take us back above that B leg. And the only reason I keep banging on a bit about the B leg is because that would just confirm that was our bottom, and we can just kind of calm down a little bit, consolidate before our next move up. So bullish long term, of course, obviously, but this is just to confirm that our bottom was in. So for any bears out there kind of still screaming for a bear market, if you're still out there, yeah, I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon right now anyway. So in yesterday's live stream, one thing that I kept saying to people was that I wanted to see any coin take out that B leg. Any coin, ideally within the top 50, top 20, top 10 would be perfect. And I couldn't see one at that moment in time. But then yesterday, some things actually started making some big moves. And I was quite stupid because one of my biggest holding actually broke an ABC correction, and I didn't realize it. Probably because I was so focused on charting other indicators on the lunar chart. So it is lunar. And I didn't realize it. So if we actually go over to Luna right here, right, it's I just couldn't believe it. But I don't know how I missed it at all. So if we go to our ABC right here with Luna, what you've got is your A, your B, and then your C leg right there. Okay, and Luna did in fact just about put that right there. As you can see, we wicked above the B leg. Very optimistic signs. I just wanted to see anything do it. And like I said, it doesn't matter if we just wick just above it and then come back and consolidate. It don't matter. There's always two scenarios with ABC corrections. Either you're going to get a clean break above it and just keep going, or you're going to break above it and then just come back down and consolidate for a little bit more. However long this is, I don't know. It always depends. It could be a few days, a few hours. It could be a week. It doesn't really matter as long as that B leg got taken out. And in Luna's case, it did. So there's your example right there of something just breaking out and coming back below it. It doesn't matter. As you guys can see, if we go to the hourly chart, Luna has just broken out of a small falling wedge as well. Whether or not, that is now going to take us back above it, we have to wait and see. But another optimistic sign coming out from Luna right there, okay, and out of the market. So basically, what I'm trying to say right now is that there's so many optimistic signs. I don't see any reason to why the total altcoin market cap cannot take out that B leg that resides right there at 1.3 trillion. And the same goes for Bitcoin as well. I don't see any reason why it can't get above there. It's just going to take one big push. However, we need to keep in mind that until we are below it, until we're above it, anything can happen in this range. So do not be surprised if you see any type of move coming here. So I'm just letting you guys know that is very possible until we take that out. The last thing I wanted to show you guys was this AXS. Now, making crazy moves again. Unbelievable, seriously. The reason why I'm very impressed with this is because one thing I was doing before was actually taking a look at the Fibonacci extensions for AXS. As you guys can see right here, it did come right there to the 4.236 extension, found a lot of resistance there and actually rejected it heavily. But what it ended up doing, if I just zoom into this, and by the way, the 4.236 is where I actually end up finding a lot of my targets for some coins. And this would have been an excellent rotation opportunity if people did take profit at that. Because as you guys can see, we peaked there at the 4th of September. And at the 4th of September, there would have been so many opportunities to rotate down money into lagging altcoins, right? And it had a big rejection. Thing is, with AXS, though, it actually came back down into this area right here where there was previous resistance, bounced on a support, and now has completely exceeded the 4.236 and is still grinding up. So obviously this is very possible, and it's just another very bullish sign. And the reason why I bring this up is because it was also a leader back in the day. We were talking about AXS as a leader. It was one of the first to pop. And as I said, things like this just would not happen in a bear market. And you're seeing the leader carry on leading. I'm expecting moves to come out like this from so many other coins across the market. It's just about being patient. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice, guys, just my opinion. But, you know, so many optimistic signs right now. And it is just a matter of waiting for us to get above that B leg. I'll be very happy once we do. And I think we will do it pretty soon. I'm not going to be shocked if we see some kind of scary move down from Bitcoin and then a big bounce back up, just to kind of, you know, fake people out. But that's what I'm seeing at the moment. So Bitcoin looking good. Total altcoin market cap breaking out of a wedge, and also forming a cup and handle pattern, and also breaking the 0.702. Luna showing us that it has gotten above the B wave and it's just come back below it. AXS going on another monster run as well. So loads of optimistic signs. Just a wait and see moment, but that is what I'm seeing at the moment. Before I just let you guys know, please enjoy the rest of your weekend. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Take it easy, people.